Hello everyone and welcome back to War Thunder with the Canadian Prinz. And by looking at the poll, the A.C.IV cruiser tank for the British won. But this isn't a British tank, this is a Australian tank. And if we're going to talk about the A.C.IV, we got to talk about the other Australian cruiser tanks as well, i.e. being the AC-1 Sentinel and the AC-2 and the other A.C.III. The AC-1 Sentinel was the first design of the Australian cruiser tank, and at this time the Australians are like, okay, well, if Britain needs tanks and we can't really get tanks anywhere else, we have to build them. And so that's what they had to do with the AC-1 Sentinel. They practically built the tank all by themselves. They got some other ideas from the Allies, but all in all, the AC-1 Sentinel is 100% all Australian. And with that being said, then came out the AC-2, which was pretty much designed to fit the 17-pound again, but it never was built. And the AC-3 was alright. It had 25 pounders limited, and then came out the A.C.IV, which we have in game at rank 3 at battle rating 5.3 for the Australians. And unlike the Canadian tank that we did a review on last week, this one is actually at home in the British tech tree where it belongs. And sadly, the Grant and the Ram 2 are in the American tree for some reason. Go figure. But anyways, the turret rotation for the AC-IV is 14.2 degrees a second. It's not the quickest, but it will get the job done. Vertical guidance is -10 and +20, meaning that working, defilades, ridge lines, and stuff like that in the AC is actually pretty good. Reload speed, for me, I have it just shy of 7.5 seconds. And the hull armor is actually quite decent. It is 63 in the front, 44 on the side, 44 in the back. And for the turret, it is 63, 63, 63 all the way around. So, again, unlike the Ram, the AC-4 can be penetrated by that pesky lunchbox that Italian drivers seem to, love driving. So, you gotta be worried about that. Armor penetration's pretty pretty good. It has a crew of 4. It is pretty trollish when it comes to its armor, just like anything in the game. If you know how to angle yourself quite well, then certain tanks are going to benefit from angling while others don't. But we're going to be looking at the crew arrangements here. You have the driver, you have your ammunition, you have the transmission in the front of the tank. A lot of the early, well, I guess you say early to mid war tanks had this. A lot of ammunition storage. We have a 3-man turret. That means that if you get shot in the turret, bye-bye. Here's the infamous, or the famous, 17-pounder cannon that a lot of Shermans were actually fitted, aka being the Sherman Fireflies. As for the armor, well, it says that you have 63, but if you go completely flat on, the highest is just about 123. And you have the your cast for the transmission here, which is alright. Don't be, going head on. You want to be at least a little angle, so then you can, reliably bounce, just like in anything. Your side armor, at 44 millimeters thick, unless they shoot at the very back of your tank. There's like, especially this spot right here, well, the turret, or the exhaust, I should say, yeah, the exhaust comes out, they're going to pen you, because that's only like, what, 45, 52 millimeters thick, so be quite worried about that. As for the turret's actually quite trolly, especially if you're using the 10 degrees, because you do have that big, huge mantle. And unlike a lot of the other tanks of the era, this is 100% cast. The Australians did a massive gamble when making the AC tanks. They didn't want to use any welding or, well, of course they would have used some welding, but they didn't want to use any riveting. And so they cast the AC series of tanks. And I gotta say, it's actually quite a pleasing design. Unlike, the AC-1, you have that big, huge water-cooled machine gun in front that, kind of looks at something else. But I digress. But other than that, the A.C.IV is actually a pretty decent tank at 5.3. Modifications. I do use the Shock Mod 8, which gives me 189 millimeters penetration. Out of the box, you have 170. You do have some HE shells by the Shock Mark 4. Do not use it. I just forego using that shell whatsoever. You do have smoke shells, so that is actually pretty decent as well. Other than that, let's get into the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome to the second battle of El Alamein. And I didn't actually want to spawn over here, so actually what I'm going to do, I'm trying to go over to Bravo. So, sorry M18. But, yeah, after playing this tank at 5.3, I am not liking it. I really, really am not liking it. I loved it at 5.0. And, ooh, I actually didn't actually notice this, but the suspension actually moves. Well, yeah, I know the suspension moves, but actually look at the bogies. Quite like that. But, yeah, I really don't like this thing at 5.3. It's not very... Well, it is maneuverable, but it's not maneuverable enough to get yourselves into the early game positions. Its gun is... Yeah. Its gun is the only thing I can really see it being at 5.3, but yet again, it had the exact same gun at 5.0. And from what I can remember, I had the exact same shells at 5.0 as well. So, whatever Gaijin did to want this thing going up a 5.0 to 5.3, I really don't know what it was. So we have a Beretta who took down a M18, and now they're capturing Alpha. And that is something that we can help with. Let's just hold up here for that Beretta. There he is. So we got his gunner, we got the loader, we got the engine. He is pretty much stationary. Let's take out that PT-76. There we go. That was good. Okay, so that Iron Duke is engaging someone, which is nice. I think the Iron Duke just took him down. Alright, let's push up now. I hear some airplanes. Okay, that's a friendly airplane. See, going downhill, this thing's actually pretty decent. You do go up to like 40. So, off-roading is, it's meh. Especially going uphill. Oh, it's horrible. But we're already at, what, 2 kills? Pretty decent. Don't really know what BO the PT-76 really is. Again, I don't really go up the Russian line too well, so probably something I have to do. Pretty sure you guys would make me go up the Russian line, so it's all good. Just gonna help out this Iron Duke cap. Enemy looks like they're firing artillery. And yeah, there was a scenery tanks that I was shooting at. So, capture the zone. Really, really, really don't like this position because we're essentially in a bowl right now where the enemy can come at us at any angle and they have the height advantage. So, really, really don't like this position. Speaking of which, there's one right there. Okay, we got the commander, we got the counter breach, so he's not going to be firing. Gonna let our friendly know that there's a tank right there. Okay, good. He just took down the M4 Tipio, which is the Italian Firefly. I think the Iron Duke might actually be going after that Panzer. Yes, air support, come on. Any bombs? Any bombs? No bombs. There we go. Whew. Okay, so that's 3 kills. And I'm pretty sure that that Iron Duke, or that Cromwell, was using solid shots. So in order to really use the solid shots, you have to aim for crew. You sneaky, sneaky German. He's probably gonna get the first shot off. Yeah. Good. Oh! Really good shot. Yeah, that was a really good shot by that 3.3 vehicle. Jeez. So I really hope that you all enjoyed today's video. I will be streaming on Sunday, same time roughly, I hope at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And I will be introducing something new in the live stream. It's something I've been working on for this past week. It's something I'm very proud of, really. So please tune in on Sunday, see what I am actually talking about. As for the surprise, we might continue going up the United States line. We also might also put in the Germans as well. Maybe the Russians if I behave myself, and we're probably going to round that up. So I'll see you guys all on Sunday.